May is National Bike Month, and the City of Brownsville cycling and walking trails are ready to welcome you for adventure, wellness, and fun. Brownsville Mayor John Cowan Jr. prepares to take center stage at his inaugural State of the City 2024 address. And the Brownsville Animal Regulation and Care Center is preparing to better care for the pet population in Brownsville. Your BTV News begins right now. Good day, Brownsville. I'm Marcy Martinez in for Graciela Salazar. Welcome to this edition of Brownsville TV News. We are coming to you from the CMD complex in downtown Brownsville. So glad to have you with us. With more than 9 trails for cycling and walking covering approximately 41 miles across the city of Brownsville, city officials want to invite you to take advantage of these amenities during the month of May. As we observe National Bike Month, BTV News reporter Jennifer Galvan visited with the City Commissioner at-large B, Dr. Rose Gowan. Here's our top story.
May marks National Bike Month, the annual observance aimed to promoting healthy living, exercise, and showcasing local parks and trails. Regular physical activity, such as biking, has been linked to numerous health benefits, including reduced risk of obesity, heart disease, and mental health issues. The city of Brownsville is home to a variety of unique parks and trails that are connected for easy access across the city. The local parks and trails not only offer opportunities for physical activity, but also serve as a communal hub where residents can connect with nature, unwind, and socialize.
And each one has different foliage, and some have wildflowers, and some have grasses, and some have resakas that you ride over, and others don't. Some go by libraries, and others go through residential areas and retail areas. So each trail has its own personality. It's hard to pick a favorite, but you can pick which one you ride based on your attitude for the day, or what are you celebrating in your personal life, and that's a lot of fun.
Recent data reveals that in 2023, the city of Brownsville counted over 250,000 people utilizing the local trails across the city.
So we know that at least 250,000 people were on our bicycle and hike network, which is pretty amazing. It's more than the population of Brownsville. So it's, again, another reason to celebrate.
In celebration of National Bike Month, Brownsville's Public Health and Multimodal Transportation departments are organizing Ciclovia, a free event open to all ages on Friday, May 17th. The event transforms multiple downtown streets, clearing them of cars to allow residents to bike, roller skate, skateboard, walk, socialize, and have fun.
We have an event coming up called Ciclovia. It's going to be on Friday, May 24th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. It's going to be in downtown. We're going to set up this route that's going to stretch from Linear Park down to Washington Park and then over to Market Square. And we're going to be blocking off the streets from cars and just opening them up to people walking and biking. We had a great turnout at the last one. Let's try to do even better this time.
As National Bike Month kicks off, there's no better time to get outside and explore what Brownsville has to offer.
For more information on bike events during the month of May, you can visit the city's website at brownsvilletx.gov. For BTV News, I'm Jennifer Galvan.
For those cycling enthusiasts, Bike to Work Week is scheduled for the week of May 13th, and Bike to Work Day is scheduled for Friday, May 17th. A city service that is highly utilized by residents is the Brownsville Metro. The city's bus system transports approximately 1.5 million passengers per year. City commissioners and city officials are working to ensure passengers receive an enhanced riding experience. New bus stop shelters are under construction across the city. BTV News reporter Deborah Rodriguez has more.
The City of Brownsville is installing 32 new bus shelters, offering bus riders protection from both scorching heat and rainy weather while they await their buses. The shelters are scattered throughout the city, and just recently, a bus shelter was being installed at the 2800 block of Ruben M. Torres Senior Boulevard.
These bus shelters that are going up were approved by the previous commission. They allocated $1 million of bus shelters. As you know, with that $1 million, we are getting 32 bus shelters up and going. Right now we have, this is our 27th bus shelter that is going up. We still need a couple more to go. However, we are on site across from Valley Resaca Apartments, right across from the Aquatic Center on 802. And at Valley Resaca Apartments, we have a 55 plus resident age community. And they are ecstatic to have their bus shelter going up.
Macia said that although there are 600 bus stops, the city does not own all the land that the bus stop sits on.
That could always be a complicated situation when you don't own the land. There's only so much that you can do.
Getting the new bus shelters has been a process that has been in the works for more than a year.
There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. We have to start out with selection of the site, surveying the site to see if we actually have the right-of-way. So we compile a list of areas that are very popular in ridership, high-frequent riders.
Multimodal Transportation Department employees then have to review the surveys, go out for bids, purchase the shelters, wait for the delivery of the shelters, and then see what company will install the shelters.
But overall, you're looking at a lengthy time period if you add all that together. It's almost about a year and a half if everything stays on schedule.
Octavio Salazar, Transit and Mobility Planner at the Multimodal Transportation Department, said the department has a map on the website where bus riders can see where the bus shelters are being installed.
These shelters are for the citizens so they can be protected from the sun. They have USB ports so you can charge the phones. They have LED lighting. They have connectivity to the sidewalks. They have ADA ramps. They're taking about an hour and a half to assemble the shelters.
For BTV News, I'm Debbie Rodriguez.
The city is continuing to look at bus route areas serviced by Brownsville Metro. Bus stop shelters needed will be addressed accordingly. In other news, the call to reduce your use of water continues here in the city of Brownsville. This is continuing coverage. The water levels in the Amistad and Falcon reservoirs continue to drop. City leaders urge residents to continue efforts to conserve water. The combined water levels of the two reservoirs have dropped to 21.4%. That's down from 22.2% just in early April. As of now, Brownsville remains under stage 2 water restriction.
We ask residents to continue conserving water as much as possible. When they're washing dishes, don't leave the water in the sink just running. Let's try to fill one sink with water to be able to rinse and not let the water just run. When we're showering, try to take quick showers as much as possible to try to conserve water. Also, we need to keep in mind if we're going to be washing our vehicles, there's only 2 days out of the week they can wash vehicles. So vehicle washing is allowed between midnight and 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. at midnight, twice a week only.
According to the Texas Drought Monitor, Brownsville is experiencing abnormally dry conditions due to the lack of rain. Residents are encouraged to continue to follow water conservation tips. You can find these tips on our website, brownsvilletx.gov. You can also find water restrictions on the Brownsville Public Utilities Board website. That's brownsville-pub.com. The Brownsville City Commission is expected to do a second reading of a proposed ordinance that would implement a capital recovery fee for new developments in the city. If adopted, the capital recovery fee is a one-time charge imposed to support new developments and fund specific capital improvements, such as new roads or street widenings that are needed. If adopted, the fee will not go into effect for at least 12 months from the date it is approved. The fee collection rate will be between $806 and $1,000 per single-family residential home, based on service area with a 5% annual increase. The non-residential fee will be 10% maximum with a 5% annual increase. Exemptions will be made for and include residential developments that are 80% completed, mixed-use development with workforce housing, legacy business, historic downtown Brownsville, and affordable housing exemptions. Turning to our airport now, the Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport has new tenants coming in, and they're promising to enhance traveler experience. Airport officials recently announced 2 local businesses will bring a restaurant and coffee house to the new airport complex. The restaurant will be located on the first floor of the complex, right in front of the baggage claim area. The coffee house will be located on the second floor of the complex and will be near the boarding gates of the airport. Airport officials say they are preparing to further enhance commercial airline services by possibly adding a new airline carrier, which would bring international travel to Brownsville. We will keep you posted. In downtown Brownsville, the former Elh Hardin Hotel is well underway to becoming a housing complex. The Brownsville Housing Authority is leading a $17 million renovation project of the 8-story building. Once completed, the building will have at least 42 apartment units. This includes 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. It will also feature a small gymnasium, a common area, retail spaces, and a lush garden in the back with a children's play area. The Elh Hardin Hotel was built in 1920 and officially opened its doors to the public in 1927. The Honorable Mayor John Cowan Jr. preparing to deliver his inaugural State of the City 2024 address. The mayor, who's been in office a year, decided to change things up a bit and will host his first city update at the Texas Southmost College Performing Arts Center and is promising to deliver on big achievements the city has seen in the last 12 months. BTV News reporter Laura B. Martinez files this report.
Mayor John Cowan Jr. will hold his first ever State of the City address as Brownsville mayor on the TSC campus at the Performing Arts Center. Hundreds are expected to attend the event, where Cowan will talk about the city's accomplishments in his first year as mayor. This is the first time the State of the City address is being held at the TSC Performing Arts Center, which seats over 800 people. Many in the audience will be TSC students.
This year for the 2024 city address, we actually have doubled the participation and engagement with our community. We will have close to 800 constituents from Brownsville, Texas, joining us and being informed of what's happening in Brownsville.
And for the first time, the State of the City address will be held in the evening.
We've listened to our membership and, of course, our community as a whole, and many of our actual constituents have restrictions at times to participate in an event during the day. So this year, the vision is to host something in the evening to be more welcoming and, of course, to engage everyone as a whole.
Mayor Cowan's address will discuss several topics, including public-private partnerships, economic development, and the redevelopment of the downtown district. The State of the City address is made possible with sponsorships from the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce.
You have a sense of videos that have been put together by our city of Brownsville, in which we showcase different opinions and different milestones of different districts for the city of Brownsville. Our mayor is preparing an outstanding address for our constituents. But most importantly, it showcases accountability on behalf of the city of Brownsville.
The State of the City address is scheduled for May 8th at the TSC Performing Arts Center. For BTV News, I'm Laura B. Martinez.
If you would like to attend the State of the City 2024 address with Mayor John Cowan Jr., you can still get tickets. Scan the QR code right there on your screen or contact the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce at 956-542-4341. Turning to Gladis Porter Zoo news now, the beloved zoo, which has seen millions of visitors since its opening in September of 1971, has received its accreditation from the Association of Zoos and Aquariums Independent Accreditation Commission. This is a big win for the zoo and its hometown of Brownsville. BTV News reporter Laura B. Martinez has more.
In the world of zoos and aquariums, securing AZA accreditation is no small feat. It kicks off with a detailed application and an intense on-site inspection led by a team of zoological pros.
It means not just to the zoo, but the community valley-wide, not just Brownsville, but the entire Rio Grande Valley, that when they come to the Gladis Porter Zoo, they're coming to a zoo that meets the gold standard in zoos.
There are more than 2,400 institutions in the U.S. that have either zoo or aquarium in their names, but only between 216 to 236 are accredited. The accreditation team dives deep into every aspect of this facility's operation, from animal welfare to financial stability. AZA facilities must complete this rigorous accreditation process every 5 years.
The biggest thing zoos and aquariums and parks can do now is be the eyes into nature to try and create an appreciation. The most important thing about a zoo is that it brings children close to being out of doors, real nature, seeing real animals, and learning about how endangered the entire planet is, not just those specific endangered species they see at a zoo.
The Gladis Porter Zoo opened its doors to the public on September 3, 1971. It has some 1,600 animals, and the zoo is known for its successes in breeding endangered species of wildlife. Although the zoo was accredited, some work needs to be done that was included in the work plan, and to get the work done, additional funding is needed.
So any help that we can get, be it through memberships at the zoo, zoo attendance, come to our events, or be an angel and help support the zoo with one of our capital projects. Everything is appreciated and every dollar is needed.
For BTV News, I'm Laura B. Martinez.
Situated on 31 acres, the Gladis Porter Zoo houses about 400 animal species. This includes 47 endangered species and over 250 tropical and neotropical species and subspecies. The Brownsville Animal Regulation and Care Center is getting support in its ongoing efforts to unite pets and families. This comes as PetSmart Charities sows a seed of financial support. BTV News reporter Roland Olvera has our story.
The Brownsville Animal Regulation and Care Center received a $50,000 grant from PetSmart Charities that will help pets find their forever homes. The $50,000 PetSmart Adoption Prep Grant will allow BARK to build a viable in-store adoption program that will help more pets find loving homes. Dr. Antonio Caldwell, director of BARK, said he was grateful to PetSmart for the grant and that funding would be used for several things needed during the adoption process.
It can help us with staffing, it can help us with vaccinations, marketing, anything that will promote and help get animals adopted on off-site events.
Heidi Marston, director of pet placement at PetSmart Charities, said shelters across the U.S. are struggling to keep pace with the number of animals coming in and need support from their communities to bring pets and people together. Marston said PetSmart is proud to support BARK and the essential work they do to care and advocate for the animals that come through their door in need of loving families. Community members can find out more about BARK on its website or on its Facebook page. For BTV News, I'm Roland Olvera.
The Brownsville Animal Regulation and Care Center is always looking for people who can help in their operations. If you're interested in helping out, just contact the center at the number on your screen or visit their webpage on the city's website. We are at brownsvilletx.gov. Brownsville firefighters continue to prove that they provide the best care to patients during moments of urgent medical attention needs. Jose Saldana, a member of the Brownsville Fire Department, won first place in the inaugural HCA Simulation Games. This happened at the 5th Annual South Texas Comprehensive Healthcare Symposium on South Padre Island. The event was hosted by the Trauma Regional Advisory Council. The event offered educational opportunities to local healthcare providers of all disciplines, and this year offered a new experience in the form of a simulation competition. Those competing were responding to an accident involving a patient with a brain bleed. Competitors then had to treat the patient on the spot, and Brownsville's EMS team provided the most effective and efficient emergency care.
It's a nice feeling. I'd say it represents us well in that we're a very competent department. We're very EMS based, EMS proactive. We're not intimidated to get in the box, get our hands dirty, do what needs to be done as far as preserving lives, taking people to the hospital, ensuring that they're done safely, everything's done right.
6 EMS teams from across the Rio Grande Valley competed. Teams were also evaluated in the care of a high-fidelity mannequin in a state-of-the-art simulation ambulance provided by HCA Healthcare. The City of Brownsville is proud to announce that our very own Dr. Arturo Rodriguez, Director of Public Health and Wellness, has been named one of the 25 Outstanding Texas Nurses of 2024 by the Texas Nurses Association. The annual award recognizes the contribution of nurses who create a culture of care, support healing, health and wellness, innovate improvements, and contribute to their communities. Dr. Rodriguez was also selected for his visionary leadership, his establishment of a modular laboratory for disease testing, and for establishing the BTX Health Center, which serves city employees with minor medical needs. Dr. Rodriguez will be recognized during the Nursing Association's annual conference later this month in San Antonio. The recently completed Challenge RGV came to an end with the final way out for the Lower Valley at Linear Park. Participants had 13 weeks to get fit with the help of different vendors and gyms who provided them free access to their facilities and services. Participants also had the chance to enter a raffle to win gym memberships and other prizes, including a $1,000 cash prize for those who achieved a 5% body mass index weight loss.
And the great finale is important because it not only shows that you followed through and you showed up for the final weigh-in. It doesn't matter if you even didn't lose weight. You probably got yourself on a healthier track just by participating.
The Challenge RGV provides people with the tools and opportunities to make sustainable, healthy lifestyle changes and lose weight when appropriate. The City of Brownsville is hosting its inaugural One City Scholarship Golf Tournament to benefit local students. The event is promising to offer golf competitors a great round of golf while making a difference in the lives of children. The tournament is set to be hosted at the Brownsville Golf Center that's located on San Marcelo Boulevard at the Brownsville Country Club. Funds raised will benefit local students who need financial assistance to attend athletic events and other competitions.
If you can swing a golf club and you want to get up early on a Saturday morning and come join us, you are more than welcome.
If you are interested in participating in this worthwhile golf tournament, there's still time. Please contact the city manager's office or Mr. Alan Gard at 956-548-6007. Another golf tournament happening this May is the third annual Sunshine Haven Golf Tournament. The event is being held as a fundraiser for Sunshine Haven in Brownsville. The Hospice Care Center has been servicing the community of Brownsville for nearly 20 years. The Hospice Center offers end-of-life care to patients who are being provided care during what is called the end-of-life stage. The center's services continue to be needed in our community.
We provide hospice services to those individuals that have been diagnosed with a terminal illness. And our mission is to take care of patients to provide them a loving, caring, home-like atmosphere so they may pass away in quiet dignity. And that's what we strive to do each and every day.
The Sunshine Haven Golf Tournament is scheduled for Saturday, May 25th at the Riverbend Resort and Golf Club. Registration starts at 7:30 a.m. and tee-off is at 8:30 a.m. For more information, please call 956-350-8400. The Brownsville Public Library System is preparing to celebrate 30 years of service to our community. During its operations, the library system has provided a diverse collection of literature, educational classes, and community events. The library's operating style has changed for the better over the years. It now includes online access to books, has seen multiple building renovations at both its locations on Central Boulevard and Southmost Road, and the implementation of state-of-the-art technology, such as 3D printers. In observance of its 30-year celebration, library officials will host a community event on May 15th.
The celebration is for our main library branch. On May 15th, it's going to be from 5:30 to 8. There's going to be a lot of activities. I know it's going to be busy. I know we're going to be talking about the history. We're going to show a video of the history of how it had progressed. They're going to have a lot of fun. This is just a celebration, and hopefully it can motivate us to continue moving forward.
The milestone celebration is scheduled to take place at the library's main branch that's located at 2600 Central Boulevard on Wednesday, May 15th at 5:30 p.m. The public is invited. The City of Brownsville is preparing to bring you the inaugural One City Information Fair. The event is designed to connect community members directly with city employees from all departments. The event will feature education about city services, programs, future projects, while giving attendees the opportunity to ask questions and get answers straight from city staff. The goal with this event is to create transparency and productive interactions. You can join the city on Thursday, May 16th from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. at the Brownsville Event Center. Admission is free. For more information, you can contact us at onecity@brownsvilletx.gov. And Star Wars fans from near and far, far away came together to celebrate May the 4th at Linear Park. Fans of the Star Wars films came together recently for that special night. It was a night filled with Rebels, Jedis, Wookiees, Siths, droids, and many more characters from the Star Wars movie franchise. There was plenty of food, fun, games. The annual event was sponsored by the city's Parks and Recreation Department. We invite you to visit the city's website and our Parks and Recreation's social media pages for events events happening all summer long. Before we go, take note, the United Way of Southern Cameron County is hosting its Dancing for United Way. It's an exciting charity event to benefit the United Way's efforts to enhance lives across Southern Cameron County. The event is scheduled for May 9th at the Brownsville Event Center, all happening from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The stage will come alive with dance routines from local luminaries. Up for grabs while raising money is the coveted Judge's Choice Award and/or the esteemed People's Choice Award. And that's all our time for now. Thank you for the privilege of your time.
One city! One city! One city!